Our generation is full of relationships, situationships, and many other things that lead us away from Christ. So, what do you have to offer to your partner, the boy or the girl? So I will say, I love, you will say, Jesus, okay? Is that okay? I love, Jesus. I love, Jesus. Then I will say Jesus, then you will say loves me, okay? I love, Jesus. I love, Jesus. That's $1 million question. Of course, our parents love us, our friends love us, but there's somebody who loves us more than everyone in this world, and of course, Jesus. So today's session, based on the theme, will reflect on the aspect of why there is such a heavy decline, first of all, in Catholic marriages, and secondly, the number of baptisms. I come from Jammu and Kashmir. I was born in Kashmir, and then, that is the place where we have only 25 families, Catholic families, only 25 Catholic families, and most of them are going out now of Kashmir. Why? Because people are looking for better job opportunities, better salaries. So they are moving abroad, moving to Bangalore and many bigger cities. So because of that, we have very few Catholics left in Kashmir. So when was the last time I saw a Catholic wedding in Kashmir? Can you guess? That was in 2019, my own sister's marriage. After 2019, there has been no Catholic wedding in Kashmir. Coming to Jammu. Now Jammu and Kashmir sounds one, but they are demographically, culturally very different. Jammu is mostly dominated by Dogras, the Hindus, and Kashmir, as you know, is dominated by Muslims. So therefore, Jammu has more of Catholics. So I have blessed in my 3.5 years of priesthood 2 marriages, thanks to God. So I had this great opportunity. But after coming to Calcutta last year in July, I was also shocked and surprised that till October end, I was not able to, see any Catholic marriage in the church. I am there in Shialda Parish, St. John's, Baitakhana, 2 churches, Father Lucas and myself, we are serving. But no marriage till the end of October. So that was a bit surprising. And then we all are aware of reality. What is happening is the definition of love has somewhere changed. Earlier, go 10 to 20 years back, what was love for us? Love was giving oneself. Our parents, we must have seen how our parents love, but how we love. So the meaning, the definition of love has somewhere mentally changed in our lives. So if we ask ourselves, what is love? First, we'll have to answer this QR code. Everybody, take out your mobiles. Please scan this QR code. You have only 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Please scan the QR code, and in 5 minutes, answer the questions that will be there in this QR code. Everybody. It's compulsory. For fathers and sisters, it's optional. So you can try. It's not applicable for us, but you can try. Everybody. And you are going to answer a set of 8 questions, and very personal questions. Your identity will be hidden, and nobody will know who has answered who has answered which question. So your identity is hidden. It's just a collection of data. Towards the end, we'll put up the data on the screen without anybody's name, identity known. So please scan it and answer these questions honestly, very, very honestly in 5 minutes. One note, excuse me, please look at me. Please give honest answers, because we need the real data nobody's identity will be revealed. So please give honest answers. Okay, so I suppose it's done. And those who are still doing it, you don't have to think. It should be very fast, spontaneous, the real answer that is there in your heart. So we'll have a slide on the screen now which will tell us what is love. And we all heard this Bible verse almost 2 to 3 times now. So love is patient, love is kind. And we all know love begins with what? Love begins with आंखों का टकराना, right? आंखें मिली, भावनाएं खिली, प्यार हुआ. So love is a beautiful feeling, and love can lead you to the worst feeling of having a heartbreak. Unfortunately, I don't have the experience of heartbreak, but I know many of you must have gone through the feeling of heartbreak. But the more beautiful feeling than that is having someone, to love you. When you fall in love, you have, those beautiful butterflies flying in your stomach, in your belly. There's someone who loves me. There's someone who likes me. However I am, mota, patla, chota, nata, lamba, whatever, however I look. But there's someone who loves me. So love is a beautiful feeling. It's attraction. But if it remains only an attraction, excuse me, hello? If love remains only an attraction, then that is not love, that is akarshan, attraction. So that is only infatuation. But to really love oneself is what Bible says, we have to be patient, we have to be kind. Initially, in every love, there is a lot of patience, but over time, it fades away. So we'll have a short, very short reel from Instagram, which I took. One girl speaking beautifully about what is love. Can we have the video, please?
This is not love. Dating is not love. Talking to someone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week is not love. Staying up all night for someone is not love. Those things can feel intense, exciting, even addictive, but they are not love. God is love. Love is not a feeling, not an action or set of circumstances. Love is a choice. Love is someone seeing you at your absolute worst and still loving you the same. It's someone stepping up and making things happen for you when you can't. It's someone holding you close and calming you down while you're crying your heart out. It's someone reminding you of all the good in you when all you can see are your flaws. Love is someone praying for you, supporting you in silence and understanding you even when you don't say a word. It's someone who stays faithful behind your back, who cuts off anything or anyone that makes you uncomfortable. That's real love. And if you ever find it, don't play with it.
Okay, I love, and Jesus, yes, he loves me. And she was just trying to say that, what is love? In the present scenario, where love has become something very, very commercialized. Love has become something, that everybody can misuse this word. And she says, love is not sex. Love is not just dating somebody. Love is not talking hours and hours at night to that person and you feel so happy. My God, he kept awake for me the entire night talking to me. He loves me so much. So love is not talking the whole night. But she says, God is love. So if we have that seed of God's love in our heart, that's when, my dear young people, that's when that love will grow. Love will grow first of all for God, and then for our own, the person whom we love. Just a simple data from Times of India. Look at the screen, everyone. I don't know, you'll be able to read it or not. So this is what it says. This is from Times of India, 2017 ka. It's not very, very updated one. So separated and divorced rate among Hindus is 9.1, okay? Among Hindus, 9.1. Among Muslims, 11.7. Unfortunately, among Christians, it is 16.6. separation and divorce combined among Christians 50% more than Hindus and Muslims. This is data from India. This is Times of India, not taken from any social media, but Times of India's data is there. So 16.6. The only community that is above us is Buddhist, 17.6. So we have, Jesus telling us, whom God has binded, nobody can separate. But then we have very high rate of separation. What makes that happen? Why our marriages are not, they are 16 means 84% marriages are successful, but 16% marriages are not really working out in our country, Christian marriages. Therefore, there's something that we really need to reflect upon. Next slide. Okay, so we all have this feeling of attraction, feeling of loving and being loved. And this relationship, many will say, fathers and sisters, they come and say, no relationship, direct marriage. But having a relationship is a moment of not just dating, but today I would say it's good to have relation, but that should be a moment of discernment. Not dating, but discernment. Now, what is discernment? There can be many meanings. So, discernment is a prayerful process of discovering God's will. My dear friends, we all need to pray if we have to know God's will. It's difficult to pray in 21st century. The Gen Z is protesting. The Gen Z is on the roads. The Gen Z wants educational reform. The Gen Z has to focus on their own lives. The Gen Z can change the society, but how difficult is it to change my own life, change my own habit? I can't. If I can't, then what am I busy with? So we guys need to really think, that I need to discern the will of God and change my life through prayer. So therefore, discernment is very important in every walk of life. When I joined the seminary, I was the only son, and I was like, they will throw me out, they'll kick me out. I had a lot of fears in my mind, in my heart, because I used to be very naughty in the seminary also. So I used to, have that fear constantly. My rector will tell me to leave and go, because our rector was, very strict. And already within 6 months, at least 6 to 7 guys were sent out. Go back home. So I was thinking, I am the next target. So we have those fears in our heart. We have a lot of fears that hold us back. We have such fears that we will hear in the gospel of today, that Peter fearing while walking on the water. So even the apostles, everyone has that fear in their heart. Will I get a good partner? Will I not get a good partner in my life? But if you love somebody, discern it. Don't jump into things. Just discern what this partner, this person is going to help me with. So one question that, we all need to ask each other. Two people who are in relationship, can my partner, can the person I love help me become a saint? May not be saint, but a better human being. And if that question is really answered, you have an answer to that, you will really succeed in your relationship. Here I'm not making any discrimination. Don't love people of other faiths and all, but it's good to, get married and stick into, the relationships among our own faith, because this has a lot of complications in the future. So the world will say, is this person right for me? But a Christian who believes in Jesus will say, can we together fulfill God's plan? If a relationship takes you away from God, it is moving in wrong direction. How many of you, little controversial question, how many of you loved a person of other faith and went and practiced something that, that they practice in their faith? We'll have many people doing that. I have seen many people do that. And is that really pleasing God? Is it really making God happy? No, you are making the other person happy whom you love. So therefore, there are a lot of complications in if you are in relation, if you are in love with a person who is not a Christian, who is not a Catholic, there will be complications. So can we have the next slide? Okay, so I'm talking about marriage relations. So please understand this. This is not a marriage preparation course. I'm not preparing you guys for marriage. Just half an hour session to clap. Please clap. Thank you. Please clap. So this is not a marriage preparation course. I know some of you will say, Father, kya kapar kar raha hai, and I am not yet 20, 22 and Father is telling me about marriage. No, but this is a preparation for you, my dear friends, to choose a right partner in life with whom you are going to live entire life. Cannot just choose like that, because our generation is full of relationships, situationships, and many other things that lead us away from Christ. Next slide. So who is the center? If you are thinking of marrying a person, only Jesus. Because what is a Catholic marriage? Can anybody answer me? What is a Catholic marriage? Difference between a Catholic marriage and a non-Catholic marriage? Anybody? Catholic marriage is a? Anybody wants to answer? What is difference between a Catholic marriage and a non-Catholic marriage? Anybody? Yes. But I can't hear you. It is a sacrament. Very good answer. It is a sacrament, whereas, clap, very good. So it is a sacrament and it is also a covenant. It's a covenant, and we have, marriage which was considered a contract. Contract is what? You give me a house, I will give you the payment for the house, and we sign a contract. But what is a covenant? Everyone listening, are you getting bored? Okay, so what is a covenant? It's a promise. It's something beyond promise. It's something, I give you 100, okay, you give me 10, no problem. I am really in love with you. You give me 100, I will give you only 10. Acceptable. So there's a lot of, mutual understanding that takes place, because love is the foundation and love is the roof of this relationship. That's where we call that covenant is something really important in Catholic marriage. Therefore, it's not a contract. You give me 100, I will give you something worth 100. You give me this, I will exchange it with you and give you something in its place. So Catholic marriage is something very pure, and it's never ending covenant that has Jesus at the center of it. So therefore, without Christ, Catholic relation is not possible. I've come across so many people. I have two of my closest friends in Bangalore. Okay, they are from Pune. They shifted to Bangalore after marriage for job. I was studying in Pune Seminary, and there when I used to go to their parish, Don Bosco parish, and we used to have good time. Both of them were crazy in love for each other. Got married. After 5 years of marriage, had a child. The child suffered from leukemia, just 6.5 months old child, and died. Absolutely faithful Catholic family, left the church. I was so shaken by, looking at their condition that they left the church. Why? Why could God do this to me? Every Sunday I'll go to church. Anything parish priest or assistant parish priest says, I am there. Pastoral fund, I am the first one to give to the church. My whole life has been given to the church as service. But why did God do this to me? I had a child after 5 years, and just within 6.5 months, that beautiful boy, good looking, small, cute boy, passed away because of cancer. This family stopped going to church. And then I came to know about it only after 3 to 4 months. got in touch with them, and then I had to go to Goa for a family commission meeting. After finishing the family commission, I went to Bangalore, met them, spent at least 4 to 5 hours with them, and they were so stubborn. They were not crying. They were not crying. They were telling, no, God is unjust. How can we say God is loving? Spoke to them, kept in touch with them, and eventually, their parish priest, who was not knowing the background of these people, he intervened. Some sisters went and met them, and eventually they tried to convince them that God's love is, really beyond this worldly suffering. If I ask you all, how many of you are suffering in one or the other way? I know so many hands will go up. But then, do I have the answer to my suffering? No. But who has? God has answer to my suffering. So therefore, if that suffering ends, you think God started loving you. If that suffering remains, you think God has, stopped loving you. No. Suffering comes in any way, any form, any day or night. So God does not stop loving. God always constantly loves. But then our life situation keep changing. And then, after almost 1.5 years, they started going back to the church, made confession, and it was impossible for the lady to have the child. But then God blessed them. Just last December, 3rd of December, they had, a new baby girl, and they are very happy. And she is taking care of that child like anything. So this is how life situations change when you really give yourself totally, completely to God. And sometimes we can be angry with God, but God really is somebody who is pushing us. And we do not know in what situation, God will really stand with us. Can we have the next one? Okay, so look at this video.
तुझ संग सूखी रोटी भाए मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहराए मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहराए.
Can you play it once more please?
शीश महल मुझको सुहाए तुझ संग सूखी रोटी भाए मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहराए मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहराए.
Okay, so you watch this reel. I downloaded it from Instagram. Okay, so this reel has 8,152 likes. Okay, so seeing this reel, it feels good. They are respecting each other's, each other's faith. But how much compromise has gone into that relationship? She is going to his place of worship. He is going to her place of worship. So there's compromise that is taking place. So I go and offer puja or something, not to offend anyone, but then, my faith somewhere should stop me. No. Remember the 10 commandments. Remember the first one. If I do that, I am not really making God happy, but I am making the other person happy. So if you have done it, please try to not do it, because we all are called to make Lord our God happy and not anybody else in this world. Even if you are committed to a person, you are married to a person, but then we all need to grow in our faith, and we all need to grow in our faith. You have a question? Yes. Respect and worship. Okay, the commandment says about worship. We should not worship, but we should respect. See, I have been to many other places of worship, okay? And in those places, when I go, I remove my shoes and I go. I have been to Golden Temple in Amritsar. I cover my head and go out of respect for that place. But it does not click me that I have to offer gifts there, I have to worship, I have to pour milk over there. So that's the difference that it makes. I don't want to offer anything, but out of respect, I am there. Okay, so worship means you really want something from that particular deity or God, you call it. But respect means you just respect the emotions, the feelings, and the faith of other people. So, seeing this reel, what do you think? Is she really making God happy, or she is really making her own husband happy? And to go viral on Insta, we can make many reels. But what convinces me in my heart is something very important. So, signs of healthy Catholic relationship. Let's come specifically to our Catholic faith. If you two are praying together, attending the Mass together, you may belong to different parishes. No problem. You attend Mass in your parish, let her attend Mass in her own parish. But then the Holy Mass is where we really find the foundation of our faith, and that will make our relation really strong. And receive the sacraments. Nowadays many youth are not really interested in attending the church. It's like everywhere. It's everywhere. Many of them go to church, many of them do not go to church because of job, because of other commitments. But in spite of that, when they are free, they are telling, let me take some rest. Today Sunday chutti hai, so chutti mein let me have some rest. But these signs will really make your relation very, very healthy and beautiful. I remember 2 years back I was in Poonch. I don't know, you heard the name of this place, Poonch. Poonch is a place during the Operation Sindoor which was attacked very badly by Pakistan. Our CMC sisters, CMI fathers and all their houses were attacked. And that was a place after that for rehabilitation work. We happened to go there. And one Catholic girl was there. She was sharing, Father, I talk to my boyfriend and we pray every day. Before going to bed, we read the Bible, we pray every day. How many of us really do that? That really made me feel very proud about that girl. We really pray together. We have problems. His family has differences. My family have differences. But then we both are Catholics, and I'm really interested that we get married. So, Father, please pray for us. We are really trying to make things happen because families are not ready. There is some a lot of financial difference between the two families. So that was the thing that really made me feel proud of that girl. They pray together and they belong to the same parish, they attend the Mass, and that's what will make the relationship even stronger. All of you with me? Everybody with me? I love Jesus. I love Jesus. Who loves you more than Jesus? More than Jesus. Oh gosh. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, respecting each other's purity. Some of you might be very young, 18, 19, 20, but it's for everyone. We have to wait. We have to wait if you truly love your partner, if you truly love the person you are in relationship. Because purity is not something, something that can be just attained from here and there. It's, something that is preserved. So therefore, wait. Because now the trend of relationships, situationships, that makes us really make things move very fast. And I have seen that. I was in Delhi for 3 months last year. I tell you, the number of Catholic girls going for abortions, it's too high. It's really high because they can't wait till the marriage. And even before marriage, the relations break. So what do you have to offer to your partner, the boy or the girl? What do you have? You have nothing left. So therefore, wait and keep each other's purity. You may say, Father is saying something, Purana Zamana ka baat. We all are fast forward generation. सब कुछ जल्दी जल्दी होता है. But जल्दी जल्दी का चक्कर में you'll really lose each other's purity. Because what God has preserved, we try to contaminate that, and therefore respect each other's purity, and also vocation. Wait till the marriage. Wait so that you have the best thing to offer your partner when you get married. Next slide, please. Next. Okay, we have some red flags in a relationship. What happened? Red flags. So, a relationship should make you more like Christ. Be cautious if someone discourages a prayer or makes fun of your faith. Please keep them in your mind. You can take a picture of this and keep in your phone. Please remember this. Discourage if somebody really makes fun of your faith and discourages you from praying. Does not respect your decision to live chastely. You understand what is chastity, chastely? Okay, so you understand. So if that person is forcing you into getting physical, stop. That's a red flag. Keeps you away from going for mass or wants secrecy rather than honesty. So honesty is something, in Catholic relation, that is the utmost thing. Jesus loved the entire world and he loved everyone honestly. So we need to follow Jesus in his honesty. Is controlling or manipulative. So if your boyfriend or your girlfriend is controlling, be careful. Make you choose between them and Jesus. Something very important. Something very important. What will you choose? Jesus or your partner? सब बोलेगा हमको इससे ज़्यादा प्यार है. Jesus will take care of everything. But then Jesus should be my priority, our priority. If this person cannot help me follow Christ while dating, how will they help me after marriage? How will your partner really help you after marriage if this person during the dating period, during the discernment period is not ready to help you? So that is a big red flag. If that person is discouraging you from praying, from following Jesus, please consider that as a big red flag. Next. So why choose a Catholic partner? We have options. We have a lot of options. I know some of the people, my classmates from Xavier's, Catholics and other faith people, all mixed. They have relations. But why choose only Catholic partner? Because you have a shared sacramental life. You have faith-filled celebrations. And then finally, a common language. I'm not speaking about Bengali or English. You have a language of faith in your house. You know what faith means to her, what Catholic faith means to me, what our children are going to learn in future. So this is something that should encourage us, that we have shared sacramental life. Our marriage is a sacramental sign of God's grace. It's not just contract, ho gaya, sign ho gaya, court marriage and this and that done. But it's really something that makes us live Christ in our daily life. So some biblical examples. Bible, base of our foundation, we had King Solomon. What did Solomon ask from God? Anybody knows? What did Solomon ask from God? Paisa. How many takas he asked? What did he ask? Wisdom. Wisdom to discern between what is good and bad, to take the right decision at the right time. So he asked for wisdom. God gave him wisdom. What he did afterwards? How many wives he had? 10. 900. How many wives did he have? 700 wives and 300 concubines. Without marriage, 300. With marriage, 700. So altogether, 1,000 people he was. So his wives turned him away from God. His wives turned him away from God. Now, we don't have that luxury of having even two. Okay? Only one. Ek hi chalega. But he had 1,000. So, don't feel sad about it. But we are blessed with God's grace that ek ko jhelna bhi aajkal mushkil hai. Ek ko jhelna bhi mushkil hai na? But he used to jhelo 1,000. How great he was. So, even the wisest person, he was wise, even the wisest person can lose faith when the wrong person influences. Guys, remember this. Guys, remember this. जब आपका लाइफ में एक रॉन्ग पर्सन इन्फ्लुएंस करता है, then you may lose the wisdom, you may lose the wisdom to take right decisions. That happened to Solomon. And because of Solomon's mistakes, after he died, the Israel was divided into two kingdoms. That's a long story, but then this had serious effects on the entire population of Israel. So therefore, my dear friends, if you are wise, good, remain wise, but don't get influenced. Take the example of Solomon. Next slide. We have some more examples. So, Samson, have you heard the name Samson from the Bible? Long hair. Who has long hair? Long hair. Anybody with long hair? Boy? Wow. Be careful, huh? Don't allow any girl to cut your hair. Nahi to jayega. Okay, he was very strong. And his strength lied in his hair. So Delilah, the girl whom he loved her so much. But she had some ulterior motives. So she deceived him. Why? Because Samson ignored God's guidance. Samson ignored God's guidance. And therefore, he lost that grace of God. Going on the other side, contrasting Tobias and Sarah. In the book of Tobit, we read that they both prayed first on the first night of their marriage. How many of you will sit and pray after your marriage on the first night? Very good. At least some raise their hands. Pray. Why he prayed? Because he wanted to start his marriage with God's name. Of course, there's a story that Sarah had demons and 7 husbands were killed by that demon. So they did not start their marriage with romance, but rather something that held them together. Next slide, please. Okay, video.
Who is
Guys,
the one God sends you? Unpopular opinion alert, but I don't think soulmates exist. That's a product of Hallmark and the diamond industry. Theologically and biblically, God doesn't send you the one you're supposed to love. He helps you love the one you're committed to. Marriage is not about living a preordained fairy tale. It's about representing the fidelity of God in a human relationship. Now, are there people who are better suited for you? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, there are probably millions of people in the world who you could love and with whom you could raise children. Rather than looking for the perfect one, look for someone who makes you holier. That's what marriage is about.
so this father is telling us, we all know that soulmates exist. I am waiting for my soulmate for 33 years and God made me a priest. Soulmate never came. What to do? So, clap. Please clap. Okay. So, my wait खत्म होने से पहले father बन गया. Now I'm not waiting. Don't worry. So that video says soulmates do not exist, but it is, searching for that person who really makes you holier. So making the right decision is something that we all need to do in our lives, because this is a very kacha umar, no? How to say this in English? Chanchal. Okay. So you make a lot of mistakes. Even I still make mistakes everybody, all of us make mistakes. But in that mistakes, don't stake your entire life. अरे भाई किसके साथ फंस गया, गलत decision हो गया, अभी whole life झेलना पड़ेगा. So therefore you have time, take good decisions and God will help you. So how to prepare now? Not prepare for shadi, but really prepare for the person whom you want as your life partner. That is what is the time of preparation. Develop a personal prayer prayer life, understanding Catholic teaching on marriage. A lot of videos on YouTube and everywhere, and you have parish priests and all the fathers and sisters are there to guide you. My dear young people, do not fall into the consumerism of this world, because the world, everything attracts us. outside on the road, we'll find lot of advertisements, no commercials. They attract us. They make it in such a way that they attract our attention, so that we get attracted, and all of us are going after attractive things. How many of you have an iPhone here? iPhone? No, not many are raising their hands. See, many of us go for iPhone. Why? Because it describes our status in the society. I may try to, buy it second hand or on EMI or anything. मेरे पास उतना पैसा नहीं है, but I will buy it on EMI. It describes my social status. And that's why we go for it, just to make ourselves feel somewhat better or superior in the society. And that's where we really lack our originality. What I have, I'm not happy with that. And even in the marriage, even in the relationship, I want more and more. You be like this, you be like that, you do like what I want. Don't go here, don't go there. This is what will make your relation from bad to worse. Therefore, these steps are going to help you, my dear young friends. Prayer life, understanding what church teaches, learn to serve, and seek spiritual directions. Please go for spiritual direction. One girl came and told me, I don't go for confession. I asked why. I'm afraid Father may share my sins with somebody. And people have this, fears and doubts in their minds. But nobody is going to reveal you or anything. Go for spiritual direction. If you are already living in a toxic relationship, please speak out. Don't go and commit suicide. Please speak out if you are living in a toxic relationship. Your fathers, sisters, your family, everybody is ready to help you. Nobody wants to lose you. The next slide. So the question that we can ask ourselves today, questions that we can ask ourselves. This is worth reflecting, my dear friends, worth reflecting. Am I becoming holier in this relationship? If you are in relationship, is this relation making me holy or not? And if you are not in relationship, you are single, prepare yourself for future. Okay, so this is applicable and relevant for all. Does this relationship bring me closer? Do we pray together? Am I loving this person as Christ loves? Am I preparing myself to be a holy spouse? You may be young, you may not be ready to get married and have a spouse and things and all. But whenever, prepare to have a person who understands your faith, who respects your faith, and who belongs to your faith. I would really suggest you, because there are a lot of compromises that take place when it's a mixed marriage or a disparity of cult, or even in a mixed relationship. So same, love is not only a feeling, love is a vocation. So we need to live this vocation. Vocation is a बुलाहट खुदा name. ईश्वर का बुलावा to do something. So it's a vocation, bulava. And your bulava and my bulava is that we love. And love, not only that person you love, but really become agents of love in this world. Next. So when faith meets at the altar, this is for little, grown-up ones who are preparing for marriage. Just a quick, swipe through these slides. So how we will get married? These are the confusions. Question number 1, how we will get married? The venue. Is it going to be a church, park, or whichever place? If you are compromising your marriage, this question is based on that. Where we'll get married? Where we'll get married? The place and the ceremony. Multiple ceremonies to honor both the families. It is happening. Have you been to such ceremony? Catholic ceremony in the church, and then other place of worship also, all that takes place. So this is a lot of compromise takes place in such ceremonies. So this is, even before the wedding day, practical questions can emerge. What to do, where to do. Next slide, please. So how much should you compromise? If the person you are getting married is not of your faith, if the person is not of your faith, you will have to compromise. You cannot just say, no, I'll go to church and I will raise up our kid also. our children also Catholics? No, you will have to compromise somewhere or the other. And I've seen in that bargain of compromise, many good Catholics have lost their faith. Many good Catholics have stopped going to church. I was in Srinagar in the month of June. So I just happened to go with my friends to a cafe, and there was one girl sitting, on the other side of the cafe. So we were three of us. She was sitting alone. So after a while, she called one of us and she told, "Can you take a picture of me?" So one of us went and he took a picture of her. And the way she spoke, I realized she's from South. Then I asked her, "Have you come alone?" Yes. And then she got into conversation with us. "What are you doing? Where are you?" So I asked her name. Her name was Esther. So I asked, "Esther, what are you doing here in Kashmir alone?" "I am married here, it seems." "Married? How did you get married in Kashmir, being from South?" Then she is telling, "I met my, life partner in Bangalore in Christ University. And from there, he is a Kashmiri. And we got married. And I'm here." I said, "Okay, good, Esther. So do you come to church?" "No, he doesn't allow me to go to church." Because I told her, "I have not seen you." Because Kashmir has only one church. Srinagar has only one church. So I have never seen her in our church. And therefore I asked her. She said, "My husband does not allow me." She's a Catholic girl. And she got married to a Muslim. She stopped going to the church. Why? Because she compromised her faith because of her marriage. The real example that I can give you. So how much will you compromise when it comes to, getting married to a person of other faith? Next slide. So children are musibat, blessing. Children are blessings. So what are you going to teach your blessings? This is where difference often becomes more visible. So you will have no baptism or baptism. That's what we said in the beginning. No, Catholic baptisms are really going down. So Catholic devotion, what are you going to teach your children? And different traditions, everything. So these questions will always trouble you if you get into a marriage, mixed marriage, or a person who is not a Catholic, you marry him. So next slide. And then if both the parents, mother and father, hold different answers for faith, what will the child do? Child will be confused. Child will be confused whether to go to mandir, masjid, church, which way to go. So child will have a lot of confusion. So having, proper thought that we both are Catholics, we give good Catholic teaching to our children is something that will really uplift a family in Catholic faith. So which faith will shape our home? Sunday Mass? Will I go? Will I not go? So these are the questions that arise. Which religious festival we will be celebrating? What prayers will be taught to our children? Which tradition will become part of a family life? So these questions, my dear young friends, is something very essential that you need to ask yourself. If you're really in such a relation where, the other person is not a Catholic, is not a Christian, then all these questions you will have to face in your life, and it's very difficult to answer because you have compromised your faith just for the sake of love or just for the sake of other person. Next. So who decides what is true? You may not agree with whatever I said, okay? You may not agree with me because Father to will speak many things, but then what is true? So who decides? Mother decides, father decides, grandma, grandpa, who decides? Because Indian families means we all live together. So grandma will say one thing, grandpa one thing, mummy, papa. So बच्चे क्या करे, कहाँ जाए? बहुत दुविधा है. So you will have deeper questions, theological debates, but questions that influence how family understands God and lives out its belief. So church teaching, scripture and interpretation, and then the final thing, sacraments and salvation. These are three major areas, my dear friends, that we need to really focus and, make our family, our relation, and, our faith stronger in Jesus. Okay, so this is the last thing. I know many of you have seen this. So if you can, search him, find him, seek him, and if you really find him, you will find the Lord in your relation, in your life. And I wish all of you a very best, that you really live your Catholic faith very courageously and in a very firm manner. Thank you.